Fuck, shit, bollocks, wank, tit, arse, fanny.
Hello, Turbocast.
Turbocast.
There you go. Yes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Turbocast for 3rd of February 2010. We're recording live from the Turbo Cave in Hartlepool. Regrettably, no studio audience tonight, but we do have Dr. Brownhill. How are you, Doctor?
I'm fucking glorious this evening, Simon.
Right. Very glad to hear it. As usual, we encourage you to send your email to turbocast@live.co.uk and enjoy Dr. Brownhill's music at youtube.com/goreedy.
Can you send us some photos, please? Of anything, you know.
Yeah.
Picture of your arse or something. Yeah.
Well, see what you can do with that. Now, you remember last time I had a cry for marketing?
Yes.
And I think it's paid off because Turbocast 9 was our biggest ever episode, and I think we cracked 1,000 downloads.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. So now I'm going to tell you a bit of a story.
I like stories, Simon.
Right, you know George Orwell?
Not personally.
Yes. Real name was Eric Blair.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but you know why I changed it to Orwell?
No.
Because he noticed that in bookshops, if your name started with an O, then your book was at eye level.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, so Orwell knew the value of marketing, and so do we. So, once again, I ask the Turbocast audience to go forth and spread the word. Tell everyone about the Turbocast, burn it on CDs and leave it in public places. Copy it onto USB drives and give them away. Do what it takes to spread the word.
Well, the really good thing is that your friends will love you for it. You know, so go for it.
Yeah. Who loses? You know, that's my view on it.
Just getting comfortable here, Sam.
Right. So we've got an absolutely packed show for you tonight and a lot of turbo sack to get through. So I think that the show might run a little bit long tonight, but we'll see.
Let's just talk really quickly.
Like we're commentating on a horse race.
Yeah.
Now it's time for the big question. Right, over to you, Dr. Brownhill. What is the big question?
Right, here's my big question, Simon. It's something that's been on my mind for quite a while. Right. You've got a huge drill, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to drill a hole through the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Straight through. I mean, it doesn't matter where you drill it from, but, you know, just drill it all the way through.
I think we'd recommend you start drilling it in Hartlepool just for convenience.
That would be good for me.
Yeah.
And obviously, I suppose this part of it's a bit, is it hypothetical or impossible? But,
yeah,
you know, you can drill through the earth all the way through, so you need a drill bit that's, I don't know, it's 26,000 miles around the world. Circumference, is that? Is it 26,000 around it?
Yeah.
So I don't know, what's the diameter all the way through then?
It's near enough 10,000 kilometres.
10,000 kilometres, so you need quite a long drill bit. Anyway, you've drilled all the way through, right? You've put like a metal sheath all the way through it, so, you know, you're not getting any of the lava or shit leaking out, you know, which is in the middle and all that crap. So you've got like a hole that goes all the way through the middle. You jump into the hole. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You fall in. What happens next? That is my question. What happens next?
Right, well,
Apparently, obviously, you shit your pants, but, you know, anyway.
I think you would... Well, let me back up a little bit here. The fact that you drill a hole through the centre of the Earth doesn't affect the Earth's centre of gravity, does it? And the gravity...
No, everything else stays the same.
It's still symmetrical. So the Earth's gravitational field still acts from its centre of gravity.
Right.
So the actual gravitational attraction you feel doesn't change. But obviously, as you fall down the hole, you'll soon reach terminal velocity because the hole...
Which is about 186 miles an hour?
Yeah. The hole is full of air. How could it be otherwise?
Yeah.
So I think you'd be falling for a very, very long time. But you wouldn't really be going fast.
It wouldn't be a very, very long time, would it?
I'm sure you could work it out. I mean,
It'll be a very, very long time. Quite a long time.
yeah, it's a good old fall.
Yeah. Anyway.
And because of the terminal velocity, you're not going fast enough to significantly overshoot the centre of gravity in the hole.
Yeah.
So you'd fall down to the halfway point. You'd go a little bit past it.
Yeah.
And then sort of bounce back, and then you'd be stuck halfway.
So you'd like just be suspended?
Yeah. Because there's no... All of the gravitational forces on you would be perfectly balanced when you're in the middle.
So you just like sit there in midair. So.
Yeah, and you'll think, I wish I could jump down that big hole.
That's all right. Somebody could chuck a rope down and pull you back out. Yeah.
I mean, that's my understanding of the physics of the situation.
Yeah.
I'm sure 10 minutes with Google would be very well rewarded in terms of alternative scenarios.
So you could get like one person at the opposite end, or one at each end, to jump in at the same time, and you could like see them like flying towards you, and you'd like gradually slow, and then you could just like meet in the middle and shake hands.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would be a great day for world peace.
Yep. So I'll put that on my to-do list. I did have another question. Should I slide it in now, or
slide it in?
Oh, shit, I forgot what they call the bastard things. I might have even talked about it before. About the big, the big fucking beach ball things that people roll about in. Did I say that? I mentioned that before?
Oh, Zoobs or whatever they're called. Yeah.
I did mention it.
I don't think so, no.
All right. I just basically want somebody to make a gigantic one, really huge one, and just roll out the back of an aeroplane inside it.
Right, but big enough so that its terminal velocity would be low enough that the impact wouldn't kill you.
Yeah. Oh, it's got to, if it's fucking huge, if it's massive, you're in the middle of this thing, there's going to be a huge amount of wind resistance, and you'll just fall and bounce,
Right, so if the Red Bull company are listening and they'd like to give us some money to do this, I'm sure we'd have a go.
Oh, I mean, it's got to be possible, that.
Oh, yeah.
And you do it out one of these big military things that's got the huge opening at the back.
Yeah.
And you roll it out. And you fall quite fast still, obviously, but you're in the middle of this fucking huge thing. Nothing can go wrong.
Well, I think my concern would be that obviously the aircraft would have to be one that would be capable of having the door open in flight. And I don't think, like a C-130 or something, the door is that wide.
I mean, how big would this thing have to be? Obviously, it'd have to be fucking huge.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't even have to come out the back of a plane. It could be suspended from a fucking Chinook or something.
Yeah.
And that could be absolutely enormous because they can pick fucking, houses up, can't they?
Yeah.
It could be immense and just, click the button, releases it, and it falls.
I think our Chinooks are all tied up at the moment so Gordon Brown can bathe in the blood of Afghan children.
Hey, we've got to keep away from that, Sam. You've been warned.
Oh, yeah.
Don't go there,
Well, if anything, that's supporting the opposing view.
Yeah, let's just not go there.
Let's move on to digestion news.
Hurrah!
Digestion news.
Any news, Doctor?
Well, as it's becoming a bit of a theme, actually, that, there's not much going on downstairs at the moment, front or back.
It's very much a demilitarised zone.
Yeah. So, no, I mean, I've just eaten a very, very large Indian there.
Yeah, do you want to just run through your snack from the subcontinent?
It was quite an unimpressive list by my standards, to be honest. I had 2 onion bhajis for starter, and I think it was a boti kebab.
Mm-hmm.
I was at Kebab Baha. Then I just had a chicken lanka piazza, some pickled poppadoms, and mushroom pilau. So it was, pretty tame by my standards. I normally would have another main course, or a special Balti special garlic king prawn, but it is midweek.
Yeah.
It's a school night, so
don't want to risk it.
Took it easy.
Well, I hope that produces results for you. Know the digestion news?
No, I would. It's not really digestion news. Quite an unusual occurrence for me today. I was woken up because I was bursting for a shit. That doesn't, it doesn't really happen. I wake up bursting for a piss.
We've all been there.
But I woke up and I needed a shit quite, urgently. So I ran and it was sloppy and smelly. That was it, I mean, I know I'm scraping the barrel a bit here. I mean, I don't know whether it's classed as digestion, but an upset tummy, nothing that, really worth talking about, but I was producing some really noxious gas.
That is definitely digestion news. It's news emanating from the digestive tract.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll put my gases to good use. I let it slide out quite silently, and I saw it was actually I was in the office.
Yeah.
And I sort of quietly wheeled my chair across, so I was just next to Tom Cruise, and I let it sort of seep out. And then
it's not the Tom Cruise. You're not working over at Miramax.
Yeah, he may as well be Tom Cruise.
It's just a co-worker who goes by that cognomen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I said I'd edged over, dropped the payload, waited for it to get up to nose height, and I tapped him on the shoulder, and he turned around and hit him full in the face. He struggled for a while, but I held him down. Obviously Tom Cruise, he doesn't weigh that much, so
you were able to physically overpower him.
I restrained him till he got a good nose full of it.
Yeah,
and he started like he was going to throw up, and he ran to the bin. I think something came out. He was there for a while. He was spitting and coughing.
Make some good noises.
This sort of thing. You
got to be happy with that at the end of the day.
It was picked me up a little bit. In the day, it was
right. Well,
it was pretty good. But I'm sure you've got something for us, Simon.
Well, this is now becoming a 3-episode epic, and I'll briefly recap it. Turbocast 8, we were challenged to see how many Pringles we could eat. Shortly before we recorded Turbocast 9, we ate a lot of Pringles. And now I have to report that I went home and I was very, very ill. So I ate 150 Pringles in 15 minutes. And what time did we finish recording?
It wasn't
that
too
late.
late. No,
so I must have got home about 10, and I had a strong cup of tea, which is often the panacea for all my digestive ills. It can usually quench the flames with that.
Well, it can solve the problems of the world. A cup of tea.
Absolutely. And I went to bed about 11:15, and I was laying there and I was just thinking, no,
there's something not right here.
Yeah, there's an area of wrongness.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't particularly feel like having the conversation about why I felt so ill. Oh.
So that's the Indian starting to come through.
Jesus.
I wonder if Mike picked that up.
So I went into...
Fucking hell.
The geography of the house is such that anything I do in the bathroom can be overheard.
Yeah.
And because I just didn't want to have the conversation about why I'd eaten so many Pringles and why I felt sick.
Yeah.
So I went into the bathroom and I copiously vomited, but I did it like an owl regurgitating an owl pellet, like completely silently. Like, and that just produced a vast amount of fairly undigested Pringles.
Yeah. The best way I found.
Yeah, and I felt so much better when I got them out.
Yeah.
But that was the first time I think I'd vomited since 2002.
I haven't fucking puked for ages.
Yeah?
I used to puke every week.
Yeah, you were a puker by trade, weren't you?
I was, yeah.
You've got some amazing pukes in your head.
Fucking hell, we could do a full episode on my pukes. But yeah, unfortunately, I didn't spew after my 180 Pringles. I kept them down. I just felt wrong inside. Like I'd done a bad thing.
Yeah.
I felt guilt.
Shame.
But no, they stayed down.
Has the video appeared on YouTube yet?
No, I haven't got round to that.
All right, well, see if you can get round to it.
Beef Wellington's very busy at the moment.
All right.
With other projects.
All right. Well, when the video does appear, I'm sure I won't be able to bring myself to watch it, but I will do an update on the website. So, next up, explaining the unexplained.
Ooh.
Explaining the unexplained.
Right, subject very, very close to, I think, both our hearts, really. We both have a great interest in cryptozoology.
Just tell me what it is again.
It's animals. I think we're leaving the subject of cryptobotany alone because it's just not that
Interesting.
Yeah. It's animals that are may or may not be real. They're the stuff of legend, and they may correspond to a real organism or not.
Right.
So I'll give you a bit of background before we get into the meat.
Yeah.
But in the course of my research, I've discovered there is a word for an animal.
Oh, fuck.
Hang on, we've had an equipment failure.
I'm sat in your chair here, by the way.
Well, don't break it.
That one's rated to 20 stone. This one's only rated to 15 stone. It's just... Nearly had an episode there. Sorry, go on.
Well, an animal that is the subject of cryptozoological study actually has a special name.
Yeah.
And it'll obviously help our discussion if we can use that name, which is cryptid.
Cryptid?
Yeah.
I'm sure I watch a cartoon that's got fucking cryptids in it.
There you go. That's
The
where
fucking Secret Saturdays. I'm sure it's all about cryptids. There's like, what they call it, a Sasquatch or a Yeti, and there's a... Oh no, there's a pterodactyl, and that's not one of them. But it's all about... I'm sure it's all about cryptids.
If there's a valley somewhere in Mexico where a colony of pterodactyls survive, then a pterodactyl is a cryptid.
Ah.
Or more specifically, it's a subset of cryptids called relicts, which are animals that used to be very common. We think are extinct, but then somebody finds one.
What do they call that fucking fish thing that had been dead for...
Coelacanth.
Billions of years, and then just...
That's a classic example of a relict, which is a subcategory of cryptid.
I'm quite pleased I've, remembered something. I've been able to contribute in some small way to this, Obviously, I know UFOs fine, but,
Yeah, because
anyway.
you were able to regale us with stories of pork chops and wine.
Yes.
So, according to the International Society of Cryptozoology, there are currently 246 cryptids that have been studied.
That's pretty cool.
So how many of them do you think have been confirmed as actually existing?
200 what?
246.
How many have been... I don't know, probably 2.
Close, 4.
Yeah, I'm reasonably happy with that.
You had one of them with coelacanth.
All right, yeah.
So the other 3 are the okapi, which is a sort of a cross between a zebra and a giraffe.
Didn't that feature in a Damned song once?
Did it?
Yeah.
It's more impactful if you tell us about the song.
I can't remember.
Album? Machine Gun Etiquette?
I don't know. I'll find out about that, and I will come back to that. Make a note of that, please, Simon.
Okapi.
I may be speaking out of me cackhole, but you just never know.
I've written Okapi damned ? And I'll send you an email.
I should really go on the internet and find out. It'd be loads better if I found out during this show, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, you find out, and I'll describe the other 2 confirmed cryptids.
Right. I'm going live to the interweb.
So
You'll have to move. This one's not fucking hooked up. Oh, shit. We might lose sound quality. You just stay where you are. I'll lean over you.
Okay, so the okapi throughout the Middle Ages was always thought to be a completely fantastic beast, completely mythological, but it was actually discovered by Henry Stanley in the Congo in the 19th century.
Yep, I'm right. Machine Gun Etiquette.
There you go.
Nibbled to death by an okapi.
There you go. Between us, we had all the facts.
Fucking hell.
That's exactly why you tune into the Turbocast.
Yeah, it's all here, folks.
So, we had the coelacanth, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
The okapi, discovered by Henry Stanley in the Congo.
Yeah.
In the 19th century.
I thought it was discovered by Dave Vanian. Sorry.
Then, there was a medieval beast called a Ziphius, or a water owl.
A water owl.
Which was a giant fish with a bird's head. And this was confirmed in the 19th century by French explorers in the Pacific when they found Cuvier's beaked whale.
Ah.
And finally, there was one found last year, which was the Bondegzu. And the natives of Papua New Guinea had a myth about a tree-dwelling kangaroo, and everybody thought it was just a load of cock.
Yeah, but they've been eating special leaves or something.
Yeah, but the BBC actually filmed one for the first time in 2009.
Well, fuck a duck. There was one I'd read something about recently. I don't know how I came to be reading about it. It was some sort of... Was it a worm?
In Mongolia.
In the desert, and it would spit acid, and it could electrocute people as well. I fucking love the sound of that. It, you know...
Yeah, it was... I read about it on a Russian website, and it's supposed to be very big as well. Like as long as a man.
Right.
But I'll tell you what puts me off about it.
Yeah.
It's a very... Electrocuting and firing acid takes a lot of energy. And a desert's...
Just fuck all there.
Yeah, desert's a very, very low energy environment for a predator.
It's not really an efficient way of... Yeah.
I would love that to be true. Absolutely love it, but I just don't see it.
Can you find out what it's called?
Keep talking.
Yeah. He's typing some shit in now.
First sentence in Wikipedia, the Mongolian deathworm is a cryptid.
Bingo. I knew more than I ever thought was possible.
The Mongolian for it is Olgai Korkoi. And
right.
I would love to believe it, but I just don't see it.
No.
I mean, Mongolia is like...
Looks a bit like a purple worm.
Mongolia is very, very sparsely populated. So if there was a cryptid, that could be a place for it, but I just...
Yeah.
I don't buy the
yeah.
acid and the electricity.
Maybe that's, maybe that part of it's shite.
But there's a big worm.
But there's a big worm, possibly.
Because how big are the very biggest worms in the world? The meat is long, aren't they?
True worms,
Yeah.
yes.
Is a nematode a true worm?
Well, Simon, I haven't really got time to explain that, so moving on.
Right.
I was just going to say, I've done some like sea fish and you get these ragworms and stuff. It looks a bit like that, and they've got great big fucking nippers on the front, great big purple pulsating things, and they give you a nasty nip. They've got big...
Yeah, have you been bitten by a ragworm?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You've had a nip off one?
Oh, yeah.
Just hurt?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I suppose...
looks scary as well.
I suppose at that point the ragworm's got nothing to lose, has he?
No.
He's on the last lap. So it's time now for the musical interlude. We've had an email asking to clarify this, and you correct me if I'm wrong here. Every song we've ever featured in the Turbocast is an original composition written and performed by you, with some collaborators.
Yeah, it's all my material, Dr. Brownhill material. All the lyrics, music written by me. Some of the tracks have been with Patrick Kettle, who's done all the producing, engineering, arranging, playing instruments, all that shit. And some of them have been with Keith Willingham, aka Beef Wellington, who's done a similar set of shit with them. But they're all my songs, all original songs. So there you go.
I've got to say that Keith and Patrick were both original members of the Turbo Dogs.
That's correct, Simon.
So
yes,
there was some fucking concentration of musical talent in that band.
Damn right. We just, unfortunately, we've blossomed a little late. That's all I can say. If we were knocking out this shit, 20 years ago, we'd be fucking gods. But there you go.
There you go.
Better late than never.
Absolutely. So I believe tonight's song's called "Always Be You."
That's correct, Simon.
Tell us something about it.
Oh God. I'm really, really, really pleased with this track. I think it's great. Beef Wellington has done a fucking amazing job on it. I particularly love the instrumental bit he's done in it. I think it makes the track. Inspired by a young lady that I used to know. I just don't feel strong enough to say any more about that at this moment in time. Maybe some other time.
All right, thank you very much. Take it away, Dr. Brownhill.
Has anybody seen my friend? I met him at the bitter end. He promised me that he would stay and he would get me through this. Haven't seen him for a day or two. There should have been a stronger glue. It came apart and I am steady as a newborn Bambi. They will take your love, but they can never, never take your heart. They will pull at you and push your buttons, tear you apart, but they'll never kick the you out of you. Has anybody seen my friend? I saw him going round the bend. He told me he was gonna see a man about a journey. Better hurry 'cause they're back again, here to settle it from way back when. Their eyes are black and they are talking words into my precious head. They will take your love, but they can never, never take your heart. They will pull at you and push your buttons, tear you apart, but they'll never knock the you out of you. I just pretend he must be frantic 'cause he knows that I get out tomorrow. I'm hoping that he's still okay. We'll need a summer holiday so we can talk and he can fill my head with good vibrations.
Wow, you weren't kidding. That was something special.
Thank you very much, Simon.
What time of the show do you think it is now?
Could it possibly be that time?
That time of the show. Dr. Brownhill's Day to Day from years ago.
Fucking get in.
Dr. Brownhill's Day from years ago.
Dr. Brownhill's Day to Day from years ago.
Get the diary.
I'm reaching for the diary, folks. My hand is on the diary. Hand is moving towards me. I'm trying to hold the microphone in my armpit so I can open the diary.
Yeah, I must remember never to pick up that microphone again.
Right, what's the date, Simon?
It is the 3rd of February. So
I'll just flicker through the pages here, folks.
why not take us back
Oh, I'm excited.
23 years No, it's 33 years, isn't it? 33 years.
Sorry, I'm just reading the first bit, while Sam's starting going.
3rd of February, 1977.
77. Here we go. Here we go, folks. Here we go. Tonight, I'm going to watch Top of the Pops.
Awesome.
My dad bought 2 new brushes. There's like a full stop after that,
Is that it for the day?
Yeah.
Bit of a slow news day.
I don't know. Two, not 1 new brush, 2.
I think what you have to remember is when Dr. Brownhill wrote this entry, he was 9 years old. And not really that much happens to a 9-year-old. Particularly not in 1977.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Do you remember anything about the brushes?
Yeah.
What puzzles me is 2.
I wonder what was on Top of the Pops on that night.
77. Well, it was pre-punk.
Yeah, it could have been...
Yellow, something like that.
Yeah. Elton John.
Yeah.
Should we move on?
I think so.
1978. I got 10 out of 10 in spellings. Today, we had a practice at the community centre.
Practice what?
Doesn't say.
What was the community centre?
You know what a fucking community centre is, isn't it? It's a...
Yeah, I'm hoping to trigger some memory. So you can remember what you were doing or indeed practising there.
I don't know, which school I'd be at.
Junior school.
Junior school.
Clavering, I guess. Who knows? Lost in the mist.
Lost forever. Yeah, well. So it's all, it's pretty vague actually, isn't it?
It is.
Brushes and community
well,
centres.
you're in a very low energy period of the year, aren't you?
Yeah. Right. Here we go. 1979. Today I went to the baths with Lucy again, and her friend Gaynor was there.
Oh, yeah.
I bought a big rubber fly. Today I watched The Hulk. Well, at least it all makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, sort of,
What's a big rubber fly is just exactly what you say.
Yeah, like, those big sort of, rubber spiders and bats, and
all right.
there's a fly.
So
a strange day today.
Yeah. Do you remember Gaynor?
No. But, we're going to the baths.
Do you?
Best not say too much.
No, you'll have come home and had a bath miracle.
Quite possibly. Right, here we go. 1980. I played cards. I played with the large piece of rope my dad brought home yesterday. I revised for our maths exam tomorrow. The snow cleared up today. There you go. Yeah, well, quite an interesting day.
How do you play with a piece of rope?
I don't know. You made your own entertainment in those days, didn't you? A bit of rope, it could be anything.
No PlayStation in those days. You got a piece of rope.
No, rope. Bit of rope, and you're laughing. Oh God, this looks. The final year, 1981, it's really crammed in here. So
yeah, you'd have been 14 by this point. You're much more aware of your surroundings.
I might struggle a bit with this one.
We need a magnifying glass, really, don't we?
Yeah, I think I've got one somewhere. I watched the second last part of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I watched Alex Higgins beat Terry Griffiths 9-6 on Sunday.
I've got to say that that snooker match was one of the biggest sporting events of the early 80s.
Really?
Yeah, the Alex Higgins Terry Griffiths final. I think a ridiculous amount of people watched it. It was like 23 million.
Ah, well, fucking hell, there you go.
Alex Higgins was having one of his many comebacks from alcoholism.
Yeah.
And was very much the people's choice, the flawed genius.
Yeah.
Versus Terry Griffiths, who was the clean-cut mechanical player. It was very much a clash of archetypes.
Yeah. It really sparked the public imagination.
Oh, it was unbelievable for a game of snooker. I can distinctly remember it.
Bloody hell.
And, you know, I've absolutely no interest in snooker.
Very good. The echoes throughout history. Right, I've lost my place now. We had something. We had our history and physics exams not too good.
You've mastered the art of understatement.
I made a real... Oh, shit, here we go. Need some fucking light in here. I made a real something beep. I forgot to take a ruler and... Oh, I wonder whether that beep is a, you know, maybe I'm swearing.
Ah, you've censored yourself.
I made a real beep, so you might have been, you know, I made a real fuck up. I forgot to take a ruler and rubber to physics. I saw the biggest damp, I saw the biggest dump truck I've ever seen.
That must be pretty good if you thought it was worth recording in your diary.
Yeah, so I made a real beep. I forgot to take a ruler and rubber to physics. I saw the biggest dump truck I've ever seen.
Marvellous.
That's it. Fantastic. I fucking love that.
That was quite
interesting. Different sort of slant on it.
Yeah, I'm always intrigued by these little things we see, and we know that the reasons behind them are just going to be lost forever. Like the two brushes.
Yeah.
Two. Why two?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you tend to have, like, from my experience, you tend to have a hard brush and a soft brush.
Oh, yeah.
Have a yard brush and more of a, you know, a kitchen floor brush, maybe.
Yeah.
So maybe it was just time to get the new brushes in. Or maybe he went to the specialist brush supplier, and you know, he just thought I may as well pick up a couple of new ones while I'm there.
What's the harm in that?
But it's the practicing at the community centre that's...
Well, were you ever in any sort of play or amateur dramatics? I mean, what do you practice? You practice sport or you practice a play? Some sort of show?
I remember where the community centre was, and I remember practising something there before. But it was... I'm sure it was for like Christmas carols or something, so I believe... You know, it wouldn't be the right time to be practising that in February, would it?
No.
Would have been practising it, you know, in November, sort of December.
Because before things descended, you were a fairly decent falsetto choral singer.
Oh, yeah, as voice of an angel.
Yeah. You know, then things sprouted and you dropped a few octaves.
Uh-huh. I do remember practising in that community centre once, and I can remember being there and I was practising, I think Gail Oxley and Linda Beavis were there, you know.
Is that significant?
Oh, yeah, because they were, you know, very lovely young ladies.
Really?
Yeah. Unfortunately, Linda's no longer with us.
Oh, right.
Some bastards ran her over in a Mini and killed her, you know, which was very sad. But Gail's still kicking about. But I do remember we came back from there.
So how old would Gail have been when you were practising? Was she an older girl?
No, she was in my same year as me.
All right.
But after we the community centre was just down the bank from Clavering Junior School, and we'd walked up the bank, we'd been practising, and we went to the school, and there was some sort of display on in the school. I think it was in the dinner hall, and they had this like strange little furry drum, a tiny little drum, and somebody said, "Oh, it looks like a cock." And we thought it was highly amusing. This drum didn't look anything like a cock, but you know, it had like fur on it, you know. And
as far as you all knew, that was what a...
Oh, it's a cock. It must be funny, you know. But anyway, that was a practice at the community centre, but I don't think it'll have been that one, because I'm reasonably sure it was for, you know, singing carols.
So are you hooked up with Gail Oxley on Facebook?
No, but I believe she's still in the town.
Like, I think you should track her down and ask her what you used to practice.
Well, she'll say, "Oh, it was Christmas carols before." I don't know. if you want to make a note on the show notes there, Simon, my sisters may have an idea.
Okay.
They've got better memories than me.
Right, outstanding set of entries.
Wonderful.
Now, let's have a look in the turbo sack.
The turbo sack.
First email. Penny from Los Angeles, long-time fan of the show. Hi, Pen.
Hi, Penny.
She'd like an interview with my uncle, who was a roadie for Jojo Gunn and Spirit. Now, I think he would be an awesome guest because he has an absolute fund of amazing anecdotes. But the logistics of it are quite difficult because Dr. Brownhill lives in Hartlepool, England. I'm, from next week, will be living in Perth, Western Australia, and my uncle lives in London. So
just tell him to record a load of shit and send it to us. And you can edit it in.
Right, I might try and get him on Skype, and I'll try and do the interview on Skype, and then edit it into the show. But he would have a lot to say on a lot of subjects.
That's what we need. We need colour.
Right, and he would provide that. So, excellent.
Does he ever listen to the show?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
He's a very, very big fan of Dr. Brownhill's musical output.
Yeah, I must thank you for that. Yeah, you've got great taste.
Right, so I'll see what I can do on that front, but it's a difficult one to arrange for quite a few reasons.
I know Beef Wellington wants me to get some of my dad's stuff on there, some of his, bullshit.
Yeah, because Dr. Brownhill Senior does have a bottomless well of wisdom, and I think almost anything he said would be amusing.
Yeah,
I couldn't imagine you'd interview him and didn't come away with podcasting gold.
Yeah, I'll touch his base, and see how he feels about it.
Right.
Exciting times ahead, folks.
Yeah.
Keep listening.
Next letter from number one Turbocast fan, Mel. Hi, Mel.
Hello, Mel. I hope you're well.
Right, so she's obviously another very big fan of Dr. Brownhill's music, but the other artist she's a big fan of is Lady Gaga, and she wants to know our opinions of Stephanie Germanotta.
I don't know. Who is it? Was she?
Right, so possibly going to be a little bit of a one-handed conversation on this subject.
I know one of my friends on Facebook the other day posted... He's going through a bit of a crisis in his life at the moment, and he's posting lots of questions, what he obviously thinks are big questions. And he put Madonna or Lady Gaga as one of his... questions.
Right, well, I can answer that for him.
Can you?
Yeah. Right.
Is that interesting that I should bring that up? Or?
Well, it is. Lady Gaga's 23, right?
Yeah.
She's had 2 platinum-selling albums. She had a pretty decent songwriting career before she was ever a recording artist.
Yeah.
I think she's won 5 Grammys.
Right.
And she's 23.
Yeah, and Madonna's horrible.
Well, when Madonna was 23, she was working in Dunkin' Donuts in New York.
Yeah.
So...
but, these people who come to it later in life, into the pop arena, don't write them off. Please, Simon. Well,
it's... What I would say to Mel about Lady Gaga is...
I think just because she's done a bit more earlier on...
Don't...
if she's still there in 20 years, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're taking a lot for granted there, I think, Simon.
All right.
I'm not poo-pooing, what you have said.
I'm not poo-pooing, you poo-poo.
I can't remember what I did answer. I can't remember what I said. I said something really funny and clever.
But now you've built it up so much that even if you do remember it, it's not going to be funny.
No.
It's probably best left unsaid.
I think if what did I say? Oh, fuck. No, I said if I went for Madonna, I'd have to be Gaga or something like that.
All right, you made it self-referential.
Yeah, but I can't. The word
Very
I
clever.
can't. Yeah, it was hilarious, folks. Take my word for it.
Right, so I'll
edit that out, please, Simon.
All right, you
don't really.
So you've never really heard of her.
I've heard a couple of really catchy poppy tracks that she's done.
Right.
Poker face, poker face.
Yeah, it doesn't quite go like that, but we get the idea.
Yeah, you know, very, very, very catchy. You know, great pop. You know, not exactly a knockout in the looks stakes.
I quite like her for that, because he's my take on her. Right, it's not my type of music. I'm sure. If you're out of your mind on ecstasy at 3 o'clock in the morning in Twilo's in Manhattan, it's fantastic. But it's just not my type of music. But I do think that she's somebody who's got complete control and ownership of her artistic direction. She's the absolute opposite of somebody who gets ejected from the X Factor or Britain's Got Talent.
Does she write all her own shit?
Yeah. And she was a songwriter for Interscope before she was ever a performer.
That's some government organisation.
No, it should be. It's a record label.
All right.
And
good luck to the lass, you know.
Yeah, so I think I'm probably a bit of a fan more of the woman than the music.
Yeah.
And I think Dr. Brownhill's on board with the project as well. So there you go, Mel.
Yeah. Great. I might do a duet with her one day.
Well, I think she'd mesh artistically quite well with you.
Super.
You both have that oblique worldview.
Yeah, can I just say I put some of my latest video sort of tracks down on a DVD, and I took it around to play it to my dad tonight. You know, and he just doesn't give me anything. He just, whatever I play him, he just says it's not really my type of music, so I just can't.
Yeah.
He won't comment. He won't say if I like that sort of shit, it'd be good. So he just says, nah, it's not the sort of thing I would like. So I came away empty-handed, but
well,
so keep trying.
Go on then. So next question. I'm not sure how terribly interesting it'll be, but she has actually asked twice, so I feel like I have to answer it.
Who's asking the question?
It's Svieta from Minsk, who I believe is our first Russophone listener.
All right. Does that mean Russian?
Russian speaking.
All right.
Because Minsk's in Belarus.
You can speak Russian, can't you, Simon?
I can do a fair job. And if you're listening, Sveta, Dobrovicha, как у вас дела? Я надеюсь, что вам понравится Turbocast.
Yep.
So, hello and good evening, Sveta.
Rivitas from me as well.
I hope you enjoy the Turbocast. So, I think it was Turbocast 8. She emailed and asked, because I often refer to places I've lived in the past, to illuminate some anecdote.
Yeah.
So she's written and asked me all the places I've lived. So because she's written twice, even though it's not terribly interesting, I feel like I have to answer.
Yeah.
So, quickly, when I was 18, I left our native town of Hartlepool. I went to live in London. After that, I lived in Qatar in the Middle East for about a year. After 3 years in London. Then I lived in Perth, Western Australia for about a year. Then I came back to Hartlepool for about 2.5, 3 years. Then I was in Los Angeles for almost 2 years. Back to Hartlepool for another 3 years. Then I was Bahrain for 3 years. And then I was Belgium for 7 years. So
I was going to say that I could tell you the road names of the places where I've lived, but it wouldn't be quite as interesting. But then I heard the list, and it would be as interesting, but no more interesting. So I won't bother with that.
All right, maybe if anybody wants to know the road names,
yeah, send in a couple of emails. But thank you very much for your question. Send us some more questions.
Right,
Minsk.
I've been to Minsk.
Yeah, it's quite. I like the word Minsk.
It's the thing about Minsk is nothing in it is more than 60 years old because there wasn't 2 bricks left on top of each other in after the Second World War.
All right,
because it's very, very flat.
Yeah,
and therefore good for tank warfare.
Yeah.
So the Germans pretty much completely flattened it.
Right.
So next question is from Alex. No sex or address given.
I wonder what you're going to say then.
Alex would like to know what are the podcasts we listen to and recommend.
fucking hell.
I mean, as if this
Ooh,
podcast...
fucking Lady Gaga and other podcasts. Fucking hell, what do you want? Yeah, come on.
So
I've never heard of Lady Gaga. I've never listened to any other podcasts. Ask me something about beer or farting or shit or spew. Come on.
Right, I do listen to the podcasts. You never felt the need to ever listen to another podcast?
No, I mean, maybe I should.
Yeah.
I'm asking everybody in the world to listen to my shit, so maybe I should, but I don't know. My son and music do take a lot of time. I'm, and women.
Listen to them in the car on the way to work.
How?
Well, you connect your MP3 player to your car stereo. Or...
I don't know. I mean, I listen to Radio 4.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things that if I try it, I like it. Maybe I think that if I start listening to it, I'll have to listen to it all the time. And I really struggle for time in my life.
See,
I've got so much to do.
I first started listening to podcasts when I was driving to Germany a lot from Belgium, which was about a 7-hour drive. And that was why I started listening to podcasts. So if we're in the car, it's fantastic.
Right. Yeah, maybe. I think I'm a bit behind you because I can remember when you used to listen to Radio 4, I was in a car journey with you, I'd said, fucking hell, you boring old miserable twat. How can you listen to this shit? Put Radio T's on. Now Radio 4's all I listen to. So maybe, it's like America and England, and I'll soon be listening to podcasts and you'll be listening to fucking transmissions from outer space.
Yeah, I'll come in here with, a fucking hat on one day and all of a sudden hats are back in fashion and you haven't realised it.
Yeah, etc. So yeah, maybe I will on your... Who was the gentleman?
Alex. Oh, it could be a lady.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I thought it was this... Remember that bird you used to talk about who used to go in the park? The twy copped off with Alex with the big baps.
I do remember you talking about it, yeah.
I remember I once went round her house and I was really drunk. I said, can I come in?
Yeah.
And she said, no, go away. I said, all right.
See you later.
Oh, she was tasty.
I didn't know she...
I don't know how Twy copped off with her, though. Having said that, he was very charming, even though he was, not Brad Pitt. He's a lovely guy. Still in touch with him today. Great guy.
Does he listen?
But he did really well with the chicks. So good on him.
Yeah,
good on him. Family man now, though.
Yeah,
likes a scoop still, though.
None of that, women business now. That's all over.
Yeah, that's finished. But yeah, in his day, he did really well.
Well done, Twy.
Yeah,
I can't believe you closed the deal on Alex and you couldn't.
Oh yeah, he was. And I once remember there was this. He was telling us this time, and Rowley was booking this half decent bird, and I can remember they were both at it in the same room. So Rowley, they were laid next to each other, and Rowley was on the job with his, and Twy was on the job with Alex in the same room. And it sort of conjured up an interest, and I don't think I could go for that really, to be honest.
It wouldn't be my cup of tea. I also find it quite difficult to imagine Rowley, what you describe as booking a half-decent bird.
Well, he was tall,
Very forgetful.
He didn't have Twy's boyish charm, but he had a big cock, though. He always had his cock out all the time.
That was pretty much his seduction technique.
Yeah, I've got a big cock.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
Yeah. I would tell the story about... Can I tell that story?
Gosh, tell the story. I mean, you've got to now. You've teased it.
Me and Rowley... I can't... My mum wants to listen to this,
Well, just tell her not to listen to episode 10.
Oh, no, I can't.
Don't edit yourself. Come on, you've teased it.
Me and Rowley were out long time ago, and we'd had loads to drink, and we met this very friendly young lady with very large tits. And she said...
Where did you meet her?
In Gemini.
All right.
And she said, do you want to... let's have a party, And she was being very friendly with both of us, and then we went back to Rowley's place, and I think I was just about in the lead, and I think she was game for getting very, very friendly with both of us.
Yeah, you were ahead coming around the final bend.
Yeah, and so I said, you put the kettle on, Rowley, and while he's like, we disappeared up to the bedroom, and we got very, very friendly twice.
All while Rowley was boiling the kettle.
Yeah.
In 10 minutes.
Oh, no. I know that he was like knocking at the door. So I was like screaming, "Fuck off! Fuck off!" So anyway, after the fireworks had finished, I said, I'm away now, Rowley. So I left her in the sack, and I sprinted down the stairs and out the door.
Yeah.
And when I next met up with Rowley, I said, "Oh, how did you get on?" With obviously didn't know her name. She said, "Oh, fucking hell!" She said she was sore as fuck. I got a fucking hand job.
God, that's funny.
It's a true story.
You'd literally ruined her for other men.
Yeah. My work here is done. So I just imagine Rowley out to, get...
With a cup of tea he just made.
You fucking bastard. He's knocking on the door saying, "My turn yet?"
Oh, God. That's funny. Anyway, I'll dry my eyes. And,
yeah, you might have to edit that out. My mum wants to...
Well, she knows you've sold your wild oats.
Oh, God, yeah. But
it's not like you're having a three-way with this mystery woman and Rowley. I mean, that would be worth editing out.
Oh. I just made that up, by the way, Mum.
Yeah. So, to get back to the question, which was other podcasts, I do listen to other podcasts, and I would recommend to the audience on Dr. Brown Ale Smodcast with Kevin Smith and Scott Mosier.
Will he recommend us?
I doubt it, because Kevin Smith's kind of a big-time Hollywood film director.
A fucking miserable twat.
So, yeah, Smodcast is very, very funny. I also like Adam Carolla's podcast, particularly the one he does about cars. And I like, on a more technical bent, I'm quite fond of the Joystick podcast, which is all about video games. So any of those are a damn good listen.
Yeah.
So I'm still recovering from the... So final question, because my voice is giving out. This is from Kim from Hartlepool. Do you know Kim in Hartlepool?
Kim. From Kim in Hartlepool?
Kim in Hartlepool.
No, I know lots of ladies in Hartlepool.
You know?
I don't know, maybe it was that woman from Rowley's house.
Well, yeah, the question indicates that's a possibility.
No, I don't think I know a Kim.
Well, I'm guessing that Kim's a single lady with her eye on a certain somebody, because her question is, can Dr. Brown Ale, specifically Dr. Brown Ale, please describe his ideal woman?
Oh, God, that's a toughie.
Yeah, I would think no vocal cords and owns an off licence.
Ho, ho, ho. Very funny. I don't know, I think,
honesty.
Ladies are lovely in all their shapes and forms. I do, I couldn't find, tall women, short women, skinny women, larger women, blondes, redheads, brunettes, even foreign women.
He's not fussy, girls. What do you mean, foreign women?
I don't know, I was just trying to be amusing. No, I do. I like, obviously, Scandinavian women. I don't know, Red Indians.
Have you ever had an encounter with a non-English woman?
I don't know. If I haven't, I probably shouldn't say that. It might make me seem a little bit, one-dimensional or a bit,
Well, it would only be through lack of opportunity, not through any nationalist bent.
Oh, God. I've tried to get off with black glasses before.
That proves you're not a racist.
I just don't know whether I've managed it. I've been out with a Scottish woman.
That's foreign.
Does that count?
Oh, yeah.
No, God, but, I'd love to. If there's any, foreign ladies out there, in the interests of, science or something, or,
Yeah, get in the queue.
art or anything,
Get in the queue behind Kim.
Anyway, back to the question.
So no, there's absolutely
No. I was going to say, if I had to be pushed, I'll probably say short. I like short ladies.
All right.
Don't know why.
There you
It's
are.
not a deal breaker, but really short ladies. Sort of, what do they call that little blonde sort of Dallas? Charlene
Tilton.
Yeah. I like short. 5'2".
Yeah. Because you're larger than average gentleman yourself.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Dr. Brownhill's about 6'2".
Yeah, but I like short ladies.
All right.
Don't prefer ladies with a bit of meat on the bone. Chubby almost. I'm not hideously fat.
I hope you're taking notes, Kim.
So I like women with shape. Curves. Hips, pips. Blonde hair, blue eyes, not sharp features. Sort of blunt features.
I think this is a lot more detail than Kim was looking for, really.
Yeah, but like I say, it's not it's the only bring it all on for me.
Anything.
Yeah, bring you're all lovely.
Right. And on that warm note, we'll end the podcast. Thank you for listening. Send us questions, comments and feedback to turbocast@live.co.uk. Go to youtube.com/GoReedy. If he gets to 40,000 YouTube channel views, we might make some money off this bitch. So please go and watch all his videos.
Yeah, please do that, because I really hate my job, and I'm fucking I'm miserable. All I want to be able to do is give you guys a better show and more wonderful music. So please do your best.
Yeah, because I think it's worth saying that we never ask for donations on the Turbocast, and we never will. But
Used underwear, maybe. Female variety.
What we do want you to do is tell other people about it and watch Dr. Brownhill's YouTube channel. That's all we want you to do.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So, thank you very much for listening. I've been Simon.
And I'm Dr. Brownhill.
Good night.
Good night. I think that's enough, don't you?